Chapter 1: The Arrival. As the heavy steel door creaked open, Jackson stepped into the dimly lit prison corridor, a chill racing down his spine. The cacophony of harsh voices and clanging metal engulfed him, each sound amplifying his overwhelming fear. He felt like a ghost, haunting the cold, unwelcoming space that would be his home for an uncertain future. The starkness of the gray walls closed in on him, and despair settled like a lead weight in his chest. Amidst the chaos, Jackson's yearning for connection flickered within him. He observed other inmates, their faces etched with stories of their own. With a pen in hand and a diary resting on his lap, he began to pour his thoughts onto the page. Writing became his lifeline, a form of self-expression that offered a glimmer of hope amidst the smothering shadows. In this prison, he felt lost yet strangely drawn to forge bonds, believing that friendship might light the way through darkness. Chapter 2: The Unlikely Mentor. As Jackson navigates the daunting landscape of prison life, he encounters Ruby, a formidable presence behind bars. With her piercing gaze and hardened exterior, she seems intimidating at first. Yet beneath the surface lies a woman who has weathered storms of her own. Ruby's diary recounts the anguish of her past, revealing that her crime stemmed from a moment of passion and desperation in a life filled with loss. Recognizing Jackson's vulnerability, Ruby decides to take him under her wing. Their mentor-mentee relationship begins to blossom as she shares the unwritten rules of survival, from the art of forging alliances to the importance of staying true to oneself. Through their conversations, Ruby imparts wisdom gained from years of reflection, slowly instilling a sense of hope in Jackson. He begins to see her not just as a mentor, but as a kindred spirit, a reminder that redemption is possible, even within the confines of these walls. Chapter 3: The Art of Expression. As Jackson navigates his new reality, he meets Malik, a gifted artist whose vibrant sketches bring color to the gray prison walls. Malik's diary entries reveal a turbulent past marked by addiction, but within the confines of his cell, he finds solace through art. His creativity becomes a form of resistance against the bleakness surrounding them, and he longs to share this light with others. Inspired by the idea of transformation, Malik organizes an art show in the dreary common room. This moment of collaboration fosters a sense of community, allowing inmates to express their emotions and experiences through creativity. Each piece tells a story of pain, resilience, and hope, igniting conversations that transcend their circumstances. As the art show unfolds, sparks of connection ignite among the inmates, reminding them that beauty can flourish even in the darkest of places, offering a glimmer of hope amidst their struggles. Chapter 4: The Brotherhood. In the heart of the prison, a group of inmates begins to form a powerful alliance, calling themselves the Brotherhood. Their collective diary entries share stories of overcoming adversity and battling inner demons, creating an unprecedented support system within the oppressive walls. As they gather weekly, they engage in heartfelt discussions, sharing dreams, fears, and aspirations that transcend their pasts. These meetings foster a sense of belonging, allowing each member to confront their struggles and redefine their identities. Through group therapy, they explore themes of vulnerability and strength, understanding that their individual journeys are intertwined. As bonds deepen, they lift each other through moments of despair, showcasing the transformative power of friendship. The Brotherhood becomes a sanctuary, a reminder that even in the direst circumstances, hope can flourish, and together they can pave paths toward redemption and healing. Each diary entry reflects the profound impact of camaraderie in a place designed to isolate. Chapter 5: The Turning Point. Tensions simmer within the prison walls as a new rehabilitation program is introduced, sparking heated discussions among the inmates. Jackson, initially hopeful about the potential for change, finds himself at odds with Ruby, who remains skeptical of its effectiveness. In their shared cell, voices raised, they argue about whether the program can truly alter the course of their lives, or if it's just another empty promise. Ruby's experiences have taught her to be wary of such initiatives, intertwined with faint memories of a system that often fails. As raw emotions unfold, Jackson passionately defends the idea of second chances, revealing the hope ignited by the possibility of growth. In the background, other inmates weigh in, sharing their own perspectives, creating a tapestry of doubt and optimism. This clash of viewpoints encapsulates the complex emotional landscape of prison life, where hope struggles against the weight of reality, ultimately shaping their paths toward redemption. Chapter 6: Preparing for Parole. As the months slip by, the prospect of parole looms large over Jackson, Ruby, and Malik, casting a mix of anticipation and dread throughout the prison. In his diary, Jackson reveals his conflicting emotions, a deep yearning for freedom intertwined with a paralyzing fear of the unknown. The only life he has known for years has been within these walls, and the thought of reintegration feels daunting. Malik, too, grapples with his impending release. He reflects on the friends he's made and the creative sanctuary he's built through art, questioning if he can truly leave that behind. Flashbacks of his past haunt him, a reminder of the choices that led him here, igniting anxiety about his future. Within the shared atmosphere of hope and trepidation, the trio finds solace in each other's experiences, contemplating what freedom means and whether they can reclaim their lives from the shadows of their past. Chapter 7: The Release. As dawn breaks, Jackson stands at the prison gates, heart racing with a mix of excitement and trepidation. After years behind bars, the world outside feels overwhelming and unfamiliar. He carries the weight of his past, questioning whether he can truly leave it behind. Ruby's voice echoes in his mind, reminding him of the strength he has developed within these walls. Meanwhile, Ruby prepares for her own release, anxiously thinking of the family she left behind. She pens a letter to her children, hoping to bridge the years of silence, but fear grips her. Will they accept her back? Malik, clutching a sketchbook filled with memories and dreams, finds himself torn between his artistic aspirations and the harsh realities awaiting him. As they step into the sunlight, the trio feels the bittersweet sting of freedom. Each faces a daunting journey of self-discovery, striving to redefine their identities outside the prison walls. Chapter 8: Finding a New Path. As Jackson embarks on life outside the prison walls, he faces the daunting challenge of adaptation. The cacophony of the outside world feels overwhelming. Each honk of a car horn and every whispered conversation reinforces his sense of alienation. He struggles to find employment, battling the stigma that clings to him like a shadow. Each job application feels like a reminder of his past, but he remains determined to rewrite his narrative. Reaching out to old friends brings mixed results. Some offer support, while others turn away, unwilling to forgive. Amid setbacks, he draws strength from the friendships forged in prison. Jackson finds solace in their shared experiences of transformation. In quiet moments of reflection, he explores who he is beyond his mistakes, learning that redemption begins with self-acceptance. Jackson realizes that while the path ahead is uncertain, he is committed to creating a life that reflects the man he now aspires to be. Chapter 9: Echoes of the Past. Ruby sits on her small, dimly lit porch, the evening air heavy with memories that cling like shadows. Each tick of the clock pulls her deeper into reflection. She reaches for her phone, hesitating as she scrolls through old photos of her children. The pain of her absence washes over her, a wave of regret threatening to pull her under. Summoning her courage, she finally dials her daughter's number. The ringing feels like a lifetime. When her voice breaks through, Ruby is flooded with emotion, fear, hope, and an overwhelming desire for forgiveness. Their conversation is tentative, filled with pauses and the weight of unspoken hurt. Ruby's heart races as she listens to her daughter's cautious words. Each exchange unveils the depth of their bond, though frayed. As Ruby hangs up, tears flow freely. She realizes that healing begins not just with her own redemption, but in rekindling connections that once defined her life. Chapter 10: The Cost of Freedom. As Malik steps into the vibrant chaos of the outside world, the weight of his past shadows every step he takes. Although he is free from prison, he wrestles with societal stigma that labels him as just another ex-convict. His dreams of pursuing an art career feel distant, overshadowed by the harsh realities of rejection and ongoing judgment. In his diary, Malik expresses the bitterness of missed opportunities, yet the flicker of hope still remains. He attends art galleries and community events, yearning to reconnect with his passion, but the path is fraught with obstacles. In quiet moments, he reflects on freedom, what it means to be free when the chains of expectation still bind him. Surrounded by both supportive friends and unsupportive strangers, Malik's journey becomes a battle between the urge to retreat and the desire to rise. Each brushstroke on canvas echoes his fight for a new identity, a testament to resilience in the face of adversity. Chapter 11. Community and Connection. As Jackson, Ruby, and Malik gather at the local community support group, the air buzzes with a mixture of nerves and anticipation. They sit among others who share similar struggles, forming a tapestry of lives woven together by experience. Each story unfolds, a father striving to regain his children's trust, a mother wrestling with her addiction, and a young man pursuing his education against all odds. This safe space allows for unfiltered discussions about their pasts, triumphs, and setbacks. Jackson shares how reconnecting with his family has been a double-edged sword, infused with joy and anxiety. Ruby opens up about her fears of rejection as she attempts to reach her children, while Malik reflects on how art continues to be his anchor. Amid laughter and tears, the group cultivates a powerful sense of camaraderie. The bond they share becomes a beacon of hope, illuminating a path toward healing and resilience, reminding them they are not alone in their journey. Chapter 12. The Struggle for Redemption. As Jackson, Ruby, and Malik grapple with their past crimes, the burden of guilt weighs heavily on their hearts. In a poignant diary entry, Jackson reflects on the consequences of his theft, realizing that true redemption requires more than just serving time. It demands a deep internal reckoning. Ruby confronts her painful memories, writing about the lives she shattered and her longing to reconnect with her children, seeking their forgiveness. Meanwhile, Malik expresses his desire to channel his past mistakes into art that speaks to the experience of transformation. They come together in a gathering, sharing their stories of remorse and aspiration, creating a dialogue about the importance of accountability. As they delve into their shared struggles, they find strength in vulnerability, forging a collective path toward redemption. With each revelation, a deeper understanding emerges. Healing begins when one confronts their past and embraces the possibility of change. Chapter 13. A Taste of Hope. As the sun rises, casting warm light into their lives, Jackson, Ruby, and Malik revel in small victories that breathe hope into their journeys. Jackson finds a part-time job at a local warehouse, feeling the weight of purpose for the first time in years. Ruby receives a heartfelt letter from her children, reigniting her determination to rebuild their fractured bonds. Meanwhile, Malik secures a spot in a community art exhibit, excitedly preparing to share his story through his art. Together they gather at a coffee shop, sharing laughter and dreams that once seemed unattainable. Each reflection bubbles with gratitude for the friendships forged in prison, showcasing the healing power of support and understanding. In this moment, they realize that progress doesn't always come with grand gestures. Sometimes, it's in the quiet triumphs that they find a profound sense of belonging and hope for the road ahead.